Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with a list of my top 10 indie and niche fragrances for fall of 2021. I was trying to do 5 indie and 5 niche, but also I want to be honest, I want them to be the 10 that I'm going to wear the most this fall, and I'm probably going to be wearing a lot more indie, small house indie than I am going to be wearing niche, so I have a couple of niche. And I'm going to kind of mix them all together. Just going to pick up something and talk about it a little bit. I think I've done reviews on... Actually, I have not done reviews on at least half of these. So if I haven't reviewed them, they're coming, because you guys know I don't really like leaving these lists too long. I really don't like doing long videos. It's just really not my thing. So let me go ahead and start now. The first one I'm going to start off with could, at the top notes, come off as more of a spring fragrance. However, because it's got patchouli, amber, plum, vanilla, stuff like that in the base, for me, this is going to be more of a fall fragrance because it's going to be able to cut through some of the colder weather. And I just like notes like that in the fall. They have a little bit more depth, a little bit more richness to them. So from the house of Good Vibes Perfumes, it's going to be Whatever EDP. I really love the note of plum in the fall. I mean, I love the note of plum in general, but the notes in here, although they've got some fruity florals mixed in, there's a lot of those richer notes, and I really enjoy wearing richer stuff in the fall because the weather is a little bit colder, so I feel like we can get away with a lot more. Pretty much as soon as it starts getting cool, I'm starting to reach for stuff like this already. You can wear this one year round. Go heavy on the trigger if you want to. You don't need to, but you can go a little heavier on the trigger, and those richer notes aren't going to offend anyone because it is cooler and it just goes with the weather, and typically it's going to go with what you're wearing in this cooler weather. Next. So this next one I kind of ended up buying at the end of last winter, I think. So I didn't get a ton of use out of it. However, the couple times that I did wear it, I loved it. It is from the house of Acqua di Parma. It's going to be Acqua di Parma Colonia Mira. Although I haven't talked about it, this is a really nice fragrance. You have a lot of amber, you got some patchouli, obviously myrrh, it's Colonia myrrh. It is really nice. I like it out the nozzle, but off of skin, it is really gorgeous. I think this is the only Acqua di Parma that I've tried. I've gone back and forth about getting their summer scents. They're a lot lighter, so I'm not really sure. But when this one came available, I found a partial on one of the groups online. I was like, okay, I gotta reach for that. And I think I'm gonna try to pick up the oud one as well. Yeah, because it's really good. It smells really good, and it actually lasts a really long time. It's not super beast mode, but it has a really nice sillage bubble. Next. So this house I'm going to talk about really soon, but I really wanted to talk about this fragrance because if you guys don't already know, I love a tea fragrance, and a tea fragrance that has spices and leather that you can wear in the fall, and it's just gorgeous. Well, I'm definitely gonna like that. From the house of Sammy Andros, Majestic Extrait. So a really cool thing that they do is they list the notes on the back of the fragrance. I'm gonna read them to you. They're bergamot black tea, which I love, grapefruit, berries, cinnamon, cardamom, leather, and incense. And I think for me, I don't get a ton of the citruses or the fruity notes. I do definitely get the tea, the leather, the incense. It's really good. Guys, I love tea fragrances, if you can't tell. Yeah, it's amazing. I will link this down below, by the way, and I'm gonna do a whole video. I have 5 of his fragrances. I'm gonna do the video, depending on when I post this, it'll either be this week or next week. But it's really good. I really like it. It's kind of perfect for fall. I think you could probably get away with wearing it in the transitional seasons. You could probably get away with it some days in the summer as well, but it's a perfect fall fragrance. to my nose. Next. All right, so this is not a secret. You guys already know how much I love this fragrance from the house of Montal Oud Tobacco. Pretty much all you saw was probably straight up shine on that, but this fragrance does not smell like oud. The tobacco you're gonna get here is just kind of a sweet pipe tobacco, and barely that. Really, you're gonna get more of the vanilla mixed with a little bit of orange blossom and then a tobacco-ish vibe, but no oud. It doesn't have anything abrasive at all in it. I do really enjoy it though. I think the tobacco note is just mixed in with the orange blossom and vanilla so well that it's just, there's no harshness to it, there's no ruggedness to it. It's not tobacco leaf, because a lot of people say there's no tobacco in this. There's tobacco, it's just not the tobacco that you were expecting. So again, it's not like a rugged fragrance or anything like that. I think a lot of people see this bottle and think it's gonna be something like Red Tobacco by Mancera, and there is zero similarities, zero, other than people tend to like them. This is what I usually reach for when I'm going somewhere really nice in the evening in fall, because it just smells so good. Next. All right, so this should be no surprise. It is from the Seasons collection with Kirk Elliott, Unconditional Eau de Parfum. This is literally made for fall. This has a gorgeous orange with firewood vibe. I love it. It's woody. It's got not too much of the firewood. So like, it's not like really harsh, like it doesn't smell like there's an actual fire going on, but this just smells like what you'd want to wear when you're sitting by the fireplace, getting cozy. And I mean, I feel like that's what you think of when you think of fall, and I love this one. If you have not tried his fragrances, I love them all, but I really like the Seasons collection. This is the one I started off with, and it's so, so good. Oh yeah. I love wearing this because this is one that I get wafts of throughout the entire day. I don't go nose blind to it, and I really like that because I go nose blind to pretty much everything, but not this. There's just something in it that just kind of keeps on going for me. It's very natural smelling as well. A lot of the smaller house indie fragrances tend to be a lot more natural smelling, which I personally enjoy. This one I definitely enjoy. I will link him down below as well. Next. So this is new to my collection, and I think this line is really slept on, from the house of Ajmal, Ajmal Amberwood. By the way, stunning presentation. Jewel right on top there. It's a nice little topaz. How cute is that? Let's talk about the fragrance. This is apple with woods, and it is gorgeous. It is refined. It's not too sweet. A lot of people online have compared this to Layton. I talked to my buddy Lonnie about that, and he said Layton is kind of like what you would wear if you're younger and you're just trying to party. This is what you wear if you're refined and you're looking for something a little bit more upscale. Now, anyone can wear Layton. I'm not insulting you guys for wearing Layton. I have a bottle of Layton too. I just like this better. I like the woods in here better. It's not as sweet. It's, to me, more sexy, and I feel like you could dress this up a lot more, which I prefer. And Layton is more playful, but the comparisons online to me don't make a ton of sense. This does not smell to me exactly like Layton. In the opening, I do get what you guys are saying, but this is more that I like to dress up. Next. All right, so if you want something that has a little bit of freshness to it, very affordable, very strong, from the House of Authenticity, L'Eau Marish. You guys, if you like the notes of lavender and amber and woods, these combine so well in this fragrance. There's a little bit of citrus up top, but I don't get a ton of it. I mostly get the lavender and ambery woods, and I love that. It's got like a perfect amount of sweetness in here for fall, I think. And it cuts through the cold really, really well. I really like how this smells when I get like a little bit of brisk wind on me. I've mentioned that before. Yeah, it's really, really good. If you haven't tried it, it's a really affordable house, and they also are still doing 10% off right now. If they're doing it when I drop this video, I'll link the discount code and the fragrance down below next. So a lot of you guys may not expect me to have this on here, but from the house of Mancera, Mancera's Cedropwaze. When I started with this fragrance, I was not a big fan, but now this is kind of what I like to reach for when I'm looking for something fresh in the cold. It's got those fresh citrusy notes, but it's also got that leather, which I'm finally starting to pick up now. Really nice vanilla, and it just works for fall days. And it's really funny because I bought a bunch of Mancera at once, and I didn't really care for any of them. And they didn't perform very well, but a couple months later, all of them just changed. They started performing better, and the scent was just richer and deeper. And that happened to this, so much so that I didn't like it, so I decanted most of it. And then when I got to this, I started well, a little bit more than this. I started liking it, and I ended up buying a backup bottle because it is really good, and I do like that it's kind of a nice dumb reach fragrance. Yeah, it smells really, really good. Too bad I'm already wearing something today, otherwise I may actually no, I have a lot of choices today, but it does smell really, really good, and I prefer this in fall and spring over winter and summer. Don't get me wrong, I'd wear it in both, but I actually feel like the scent profile is better. Just the way it comes off of my skin in cooler months, in transitional months, not too cold, not too hot, just is better. It just is. Honestly, comment down below when you wear this, because I know so many people are on so many different pages when it comes to Cedropwaze, and I think the problem is it was also really overhyped. It's really hard to get an overhyped fragrance that meets up to those expectations because the bar is just set so high. Next. So this one is from a house that is new to me as well, but I really, really like it. If you follow me on Instagram, you know how much I really like it. From the house of City Rhythm, Manhattan Midnight. Guys, this is a gorgeous fragrance. The thing that stood out to me the most the first time I smelled it was that tea note, because I hadn't really read the notes, and I was like, there's tea in here, and I really love that. On top of that, you've got some violet leaf, you've got tobacco leaf, so it's not like this really sweet stuff. It is sweet, but it's not super sweet. It's tobacco leaf. You got some cinnamon, a little bit of incense. It really isn't like really popping out or anything. Woods, vanilla. The vanilla is not too strong either, because I feel like if it was, it would be a lot sweeter, but it's not. It's really balanced in terms of sweetness. To me, those are the notes that stand out the most. I really enjoy that tobacco leaf and tea combination. For me, that's mostly what I smell with a cedar background, and I just love it. Yeah, it's so, so good. If you have not tried this, you guys can pick up, I think, the travel sprays of them to give them a try. They do run out pretty quickly. I'll link this house down below as well. I have their summer fragrance as well as this one, but this is what I've been reaching for a lot lately. Next. Alright, sound like a broken record here. Last but not least, another house that's new to me. Tammy Loves Fragrances actually introduced me to it. From the house of Genre Parfums, Apples and Aces. I love the note of apple. And this just smells like apples and booze in the best way. It makes me think of fall. It makes me want to be in fall. It makes me want to go to a pumpkin patch or maybe a casino. It smells so good. I love wearing this one. I love this one so much that I actually am like super stoked about trying more stuff from this house. I love that they do their own creations, and I honestly really love the presentation. So like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And it comes with like a whole sleeve. I did not bring it right now. It's in another room, but it's like a travel sleeve and I think it's really good bang for your buck. I mean, I honestly prefer Small House Indie. I think they're better bang for your buck. The quality is better 90% of the time. The performance is better. You're just getting more. I like the 4 niche that I put on this list, but as you can probably tell by the 60-40 split, I am going to be wearing a lot more of the Small House Indie. I just like them more. I find that they're more unique. And who doesn't want to support small businesses? That's what I tell myself when I buy them, because I feel like it makes me feel less bad. If you tried any of the things on this list, comment down below, let us know what you think. And if you want to try any on this list, which ones do you want to try? If you guys haven't noticed, I pretty much answer every comment. If I didn't answer it, then I probably didn't get the notification from YouTube, but every once in a while I'll go in and try to answer anything that I have not answered. If you have any questions about any of these, maybe you want to buy something and you have a couple questions about the wearing experience, you can comment down below. You can hit me up on Instagram. I answer both. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it. Be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop a new video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!